Hello, vinyl community. It's been a while since I made a record video. I thought I'd go ahead and make a. I finally got my entire collection here from Michigan, so I'm very happy. I've got a whole room set up just for the records, so I'm pretty stoked. And so I'd go ahead and show you what I got going on. What I got playing in the background is Big Girls Don't Cry and 12 other hits of the Four Seasons. This is on VJ. That's what's playing in the background. This is also on a VJ label. This is Golden Hits of the Four Seasons. Just a greatest hits compilation. I got an original inner sleeve. And that's your VJ label. These records are very good condition. As far as the vinyl wise, some of the jackets are kind of worn and things like that. On the Philips label, we have Born to Wonder, the Four Seasons. I'm not going to show all these same labels over. This is not having a regular original inner sleeve, the Columbia inner sleeve. Right about the same period though, but this is on the silver and black Philips label. This is also on the Philips label, but this is a white label promo. This is Ragdoll of the Four Seasons. I'll go ahead and show you the label on this just because it's a promo. This does have the original Philips sleeve. And it's got that white promo label. I'll put it back in that sleeve in a second. Also on the Philips label, we have Dawn and 11 other great songs, the Four Seasons. Again, I'm not going to show the label. It's the same Philips label. Four Seasons Golden Vault of Hits, greatest hits compilation. This is also on Philips. Here's the Four Seasons sing big hits of Burt Bacharach, Hal David, and Bob Dylan. Here's one I have that's not in its original jacket, just a record. It's the second vault of golden hits of the Four Seasons. That's the Philips label. On Bell Records, we have the Fifth Dimension Live. Kind of a neat design for the cover. It kind of comes out in a trifold. And then the record is the Bell label there. It's a double album set. I'm not a huge Fifth Dimension fan. I only have 2 of their albums. Second one is this Individually and Collectively, the Fifth Dimension. Still on the Bell label, but it's kind of got a flap. Something a little bit different as far as the design goes in the record. Here's a compilation album of 12 great country hits on Hilltop, Patsy Cline, George Jones, Webb Pierce, Fred Husky. The list goes on and on. And that's on the Hilltop label. This is on Forum Records. 12 million sellers. Jimmy Rogers, Joey D and the Starlighters, Frankie Lyman, the Playmates, a few others. This is an early record. This is a styrene versus vinyl, so this is an early LP. This is a 78, 18 top hits. It's one of those like a Tops type thing, Tops records. This is only part of the little set that was there. On the Roulette label, we have 20 all-time #1 hits. Bobby Knox, Joey D, Little Anthony and the Imperials. Just a 60s compilation. That's the Roulette record label. On the Gusto label, Gusto Deluxe, 20 bluegrass originals. The Country Gentleman, Lester Flatt, Ralph Stanley, various artists on this 70s Gusto label. There's another one on the Gusto. It's 20 bluegrass original instrumentals. Jim and Jesse, Larry Sparks. Same Gusto label. I won't show that. On Columbia Specialty, this is 20 country greats. Including people like Tammy Wynette and George Jones, still in the original shrink. It's on this Specialty Products label. Another one on that Roulette label. This is 20 original winners of 1964. So these are all songs from 1964. The Drifters, Barbara Lewis, The Detergents. This is a Pickwick album, so it's a repress type thing from 20 Rockin' Originals. It doesn't have an actual jacket, just this inner sleeve. Nothing drastic, but the music's cool. RCA Specialty. This is 21 great stars of all-time gospel favorites. This is basically, this was something you would have bought on television. It's gospel songs of country artists. Jim Reeves, Dolly Parton, Eddie Arnold on the Specialty RCA label. Very flimsy cardboard cover jackets. 24 golden greats from WMEE 1380 radio station. Including classic 4, Jackie DeShannon, Little Anthony. I believe this has got their own little label, Custom Fidelity Records. This is a K-Tel, 24 great tearjerkers, great hits and great stars. Dickie Lee, Leslie Gore, the Shirelles, Jackie Wilson, the Shangri-Las. Track listing. I've had this for a long time. It's actually a very enjoyable album, but I like most of the K-Tel records. Actually, I really enjoy it. There's the K-Tel label. I will do a video and show off the record room. I have my own record room now, so it's not everything cramped and like it was in the last few places I've been at. This is in a homemade jacket. 24 happening hits on Columbia. This record is trashed. Basically, it's just playable. So, but it does play without skipping. It's just very noisy. 25 country artists sing their original hits. Patsy Cline, Jimmy Dean. This is volume 1 of a 3-volume set. It's got a black and silver label. Here's volume 2 of that same one. This is Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, Cowboy Copas. Volume 2. This is on Starday Records. The other one's Starday as well. They all have got the custom little labels. This one's yellow and red. Excuse me. And Volume 3. 25 countries is great. Actually advertises yellow on the back. They cost $1.95. Both anniversary albums for $3.40. Buck Owens, Webb Pierce, Johnny Bond, all Starday artists, basically. This is one of those hit compilation records. 25 country hits on Hit Records, so they're not the original artist. Their choices of their sound alikes. There's that hit label. I had never seen a hit 33. I've seen a lot of them in 78 and 45. This is the only one I've ever seen, and I haven't. 25 rock revival greats. Bill Haley, Lloyd Price, Roy Orbison. This is another one of those TV offers on KTEL. But this is a little bit older label than that first one. This is just a yellow. Again, it is rather nice to have the entire collection here. We do a vinyl show once a month on our radio station. We have an internet radio station, WFMCjams.com. We do a vinyl show once a month. We have a blast. We sit and play records for 8 hours. It's a little bit of everything. You'll hear everything from Styx and Survivor and the Beatles. Then you'll turn around and hear something from Johnny Cash and Gwen Stewart, and then I'll throw some novelty stuff in there as well, so you never know what you're going to get. On Sessions Records, we have 26 original hits. Kind of like the cover. This is really cool. I like the old 45 player there. I guess that's not a 45 player. It plays all speeds, but it's just an old portable. This includes things like Debbie Reynolds, Gail Storm, Sarah Vaughan, Billy Williams, Kingston Trio. This is on the Sessions label. TV offer from the 80s. "30 solid gold hits as advertised on TV. Bobby Goldsboro, The Animals, Strawberry Alarm Clock, yada yada." Variety Clubs International is the record label. Another one on Sessions, 36 original country hits. Joe Stampy, Statler Brothers, Mel Street, Ray Stevens, B.J. Thomas. The list goes on and on. It's a 4-record or 3-record? 3-record set. A little Southern rock for you, a little 38 special. I believe this is just the self-titled 38 special. on A&M Records. This is got a little bit of water damage here, unfortunately, on the bottom corner. WW38 Special. Again, more water damage on the A&M label. 38 Special, Wide-Eyed Southern Boys. And Special Forces. I believe this has a custom label for the A&M on it. It's got the original inner sleeve. And yes, it does have a custom label. Not uncommon. I'm sure most of you collectors have the 38 Special albums. I'm going to go ahead and quickly turn this record over while we're Ah, 38 Special Tour de Force. Again on A&M, but it does have the original inner sleeve. And it has a custom label. Here's another one of those Session TV offers, 40 golden hits. Sonny and Cher, Steam, Bobby V. I just lost him here a month or so ago. Adam 8 Records. This was $5.95 new. This is a 3-album set. 40 #1 original country goldies. Johnny Cash, Jim Reeves, Roger Miller. In case you're curious, that's what that Adam label looks like. Here's a box set, but the box itself is kind of rough. This is a 4-disc set. 50 country greats on Star Day. The discs themselves are VG++. Beautiful. But like I said, the box is pretty rough. Uh, 50 stars, 50 hits, country music today. Justin Tebb, Cowboy Copas, Red Sylvain. This is also a styrene, it's not vinyl. I got this for a birthday when I was probably 8 or 9. This is 50s Dance Party. Danny the Juniors, Richard, Sandy Nelson. This is on Era Records. And here just in the last year or so, I picked up this one. Also on Era Records. This is 60s Dance Party. Bobby Rydell, Sam the Shaman Pharaohs, Del Shannon. This is on Imperial Music, which is a subsidiary of K-Tel. 60 jukebox hits, a 3-album set. Frankie Ford, Jack Scott, Dwayne Eddy. Here's another box set. Of course, the box is again shot. 60 Super Hits Volume 1. This is a 4-disc set. People like Yes and Roustabout, Don McLean, American Pie, Association Wendy, There's even some country thrown in here. Lynn Anderson, Richie Valens, the Coasters, a mismatch of everything. Tammy Wynette, Cat Stevens, Johnny Cash. 60 super hits. Here's a Disney one for you. This is 101 Dalmatians in story in song. On the yellow Disneyland label. Now this next record I am not a fan of. Normally I wouldn't keep it, but this one's rather cool. This is a 50s pressing of this record. I hate these restickable things. Now I don't have the jacket. I don't even have a sleeve for this. This is just a record. But this is 101 strings. Walt's favorites. And it's a marbled yellow and brown. I think it's very cool, and I've kept it just for that reason. The condition of the record is not great. I mean, it's playable. It doesn't skip. It doesn't have a lot of noise, but this record is completely shot. The only reason I keep it is until I find another copy. This is 1910 Fruit Gum Company. 123 Red Light on Buddha Records. Maybe someday I'll find a copy to replace it. I love the novelty stuff. Bubble gum. Rock and roll era from Time Life Music, 1962. Warner Brothers special product. 2-disc set plus a little booklet inside. This is Rock and Roll Music is the record label. A little book inside that talks about each of the songs, each of the artists. Just kind of folds out. There's a whole set of these, and I have the whole set from the 50s and 60s and even into the 70s on set. This is the one I have on vinyl, but I do have the Elvis special one that came with it. A couple more and we're done. On MGM Records, we have a 2001 A Space Odyssey. This is the movie soundtrack on MGM Records. Brown and blue swirl. Sad thing is I had a lot of these cleaned, and since they've been in storage for 2 years, they need cleaned again. Another Disneyland. This is on a blue Disneyland record disc label. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And this last record, I don't even know what to categorize it as. It was something I found and just thought it was interesting. It's a 10-inch LP. And I can't even tell you what it is. It's all in Japanese and Chinese. It's on RCA. It's different. I've listened to it once. It's actually kind of folky type music. But that's what I got. I do have a couple new ones here that I have not listened to or looked at to see if I'm going to keep them or not. At this point, I'm not sure because it's something I don't normally keep. On Premier Records, 35 Organ Favorites. We'll check it out. And another 101 strings. This is Silver Screens. This is on that Sound Design Stereo Fidelity label, cheap label. But we'll check them out. More than likely, they're going to find their way to a bargain bin somewhere. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I will show you off the record room here very soon.